And the Seattle Sounders returned to practice after the impressive 4-1 win over Sporting KC. And as you can imagine, today was a fruitful practice. Everybody was happy. And what normally happens on the first day of practice after a game, we talk to the coach and some of the players that they give us, and we talk about the game. And so kind of review, and Brian said, hey, look, you know what? There was a lot of good things that happened in the game, and the team is playing well. And also we got to speak with Christian Rodan, and he talked about just, how well the team played in terms of the pressing and the passing. And there was some points talked about his brother.
I mean, again, we were trying to address the slow starts, because Galaxy is in the same position that Sporting KC is. Not having won a game and they're playing at home. They'll be a desperate team, so we'll try and clean that up. How do we fix that mentally? How do we fix that tactically? But overall, look, it was a good performance. I mean, there's plenty of bright spots all around the field, so it was good.
It did seem like the game turned around almost like the next possession after you gave up that goal. Did you?
Sometimes that's human nature, Jeremiah. The attacking team lets down a little bit. They just score. Sometimes it's hard when you score like early in the game. Then the opponent finally wakes up. We snapped out of our doldrums, and then we start to pick up our energy a little bit. Some of that's just ebbs and flows. The good teams, when they score early first, will get the second goal before they allow the team to get back in.
Brian, Heber's playing. I know that he was on the second goal. He helped with the high press up there, and then he also
came off the set piece. Yep.
Yeah, and then he also had that pass that went to the Chu, and then Ben Sweet got his second yellow.
Yep.
Just can you talk about just his versatility on defense and in an advanced position?
Well, look, he's always been a great defender. Some of his passing decisions are, things he can improve on. Jackson's ball to start the first goal, counterattack. He skipped Gallon Rowe, gets it all the way to Chu. So yeah, we work with the center backs in our new tactical shape. That's the ball now that they hit it diagonal. So those are the things you're seeing.
We've talked about Leo and his development, his growth. After a game like this one, do you need to give him a talk at all to make sure that he stays hungry, that he doesn't get complacent? Is there anything to that nature, or do you just let the player be and take it for what it is?
He's enjoying himself. He's in good spirits today. His performance will speak more than any of his words and actions, and he worked hard today.
Albert?
Nothing I had to say.
I'm sorry. You mentioned this post-game, so I had to go back. Albert Rusnak's advanced position.
Yeah.
How that was the difference.
Very good. Found some good spots. Him and Nico in the pockets. Very good.
Watching the game over this morning, Kellen Rose into...
Look, each game is different. Against a team that, we're at home, and a team that drops in deep, he doesn't have the space to run. It might not work for him. It worked this game because he had a lot of room to run. That first goal was textbook transition soccer. But Jordan's make strides. I mean, I'm still, talking about the question afterwards, what was my favorite goal? I mean, the header that he gets up and he heads the ball down, and he couldn't do that 3 years ago.
Brian, the messaging
last couple for Coach Schmetzer.
Sure, the messaging to the team in terms of winning on the road. First, when you lost, you win, and now you're going obviously on the road again.
2021, I reminded him we were 9-4-4, collected 31 points. It's good motivation.
Alex came off at halftime.
We're working on it. He'll be back in today, get an MRI. We'll see.
And so, have you heard any reports as to what happened there?
I will wait until we have our guys assess it. I'll give you more information tomorrow.
Can we read anything to Heber being...
He's in full training.
Okay.
Full training.
That's easy to read. Thanks.
That's easy to read. He looks good.
It's great to come back from 1-0, but look, we need to start games better, right? Like, I think that's something that we've already talked about, away games in particular, right? We can't react to something like that because we can't come back from a 1-0 every time. So first and foremost, we've kind of established that already within the locker room, coaching staff. And then, great reaction, right? Great. Going down 1-0, tough environment. really felt like we had control of the game after minute 30, 25, and felt like we were going to get a second one. And I'd argue that if that red card didn't happen, we would still be coming home with 3 points. And I think that's a good thing for us, understanding that we can play it away from home, like the way we do at home. And for me, it's more of an attitude that we have to embrace when we're on the road.
Yeah, there you have it. Just what you would expect on a Tuesday, positive Tuesday, I'm going to say, in terms of the Sounders. They're really playing well, obviously. Jordan Morris was voted MLS Player of the Week for Match Day 5. And now the Sounders will turn their attention to the LA Galaxy, who hasn't played that well, but LA's looking for a win. And the Sounders are looking to make it 2 in a row on the road. And that's, as Brian Schmetzer said, you know what? I reminded the team today about when we were 9-4 a few years back. In other words, the more road games we can win, the better chance they put themselves to bring that coveted trophy home. For the CascadiaSports.net post-practice report, I'm Asvita Marire.